The notification banner flashes across your cracked phone screen at 3:14 a.m. You click the unverified link because your bank account holds exactly $11.42. A simple text prompt demands your legal name, your social security number, and access to your front-facing camera. You hesitate for 3 seconds, then tap Agree. The camera shutter clicks on its own, capturing your exhausted, poorly lit face. The rule of this basement tier is absolute submission. You do not ask who funds the escrow account. You merely execute the microtasks they feed you. For 72 hours, you classify graphic images, transcribe leaked audio fragments, and flag political posts for deletion. You receive 4 cents per completed task, paid out in unstable stablecoins that fluctuate every hour. Your eyes burn from the blue light. Your roommate knocks on the door to ask if you are eating dinner, but you pretend to sleep so you do not have to explain the spreadsheet open on your desk. You justify the isolation as temporary hustle. It is just a bridge to pay rent. But when the payout hits your digital wallet, a strange spike of dopamine overrides your exhaustion. You just sold 3 days of your life to an anonymous server farm, and your first instinct is to request more work. The system logs your speed, flags your high accuracy, and sends a glowing green prompt: promotion available. You sit in a rented co-working space at 6 a.m., surrounded by people who do not know your real name. You now operate under the handle proxy_77. Your daily quota jumps from hundreds of tasks to thousands. The new rules dictate that you must maintain a 99.4% accuracy rating, or your wallet freezes instantly, forfeiting your accumulated balance. You no longer look at random images. You scrub bad press for mid-tier corporate executives. When a local news outlet publishes an article about a factory chemical spill, you deploy a network of 20 pre-aged avatar accounts to flood the comments section with manufactured skepticism. You tell yourself you are not lying. You are simply balancing the narrative. The currency here is no longer just cents. It is reputation points within the platform's internal leaderboard. You watch your rank climb from 12,000th to 4,000th. You miss your mother's birthday phone call because a high-priority scrubbing contract drops at noon, requiring your immediate, undivided attention. Your thumb hovers over her missed call notification before you clear it. Family cannot pay your subscription fees. The digital environment replaces your physical reality. The faces of your avatars feel more familiar than your own reflection in the mirror. The change happens when you reverse engineer a content suppression loop on a major video platform. You do not report the glitch, you exploit it. By injecting specific strings of nonsense text into video metadata, you can force the algorithm to bury any creator's channel into total obscurity. The rule of level 3 is leverage. You sell this shadow banning service to rival influencers and desperate marketing agencies through an encrypted messaging app. The payments arrive in privacy coins that leave no paper trail. You pull in $4,000 in a single afternoon while sitting in a coffee shop, watching a targeted creator post a crying video about why their views suddenly dropped to 0. A cold sensation settles in your chest, but you quickly suppress it. This is a meritocracy, you reason. If they were smart enough, they would protect their metadata. Your identity shifts from a worker to a mechanic of the machine. You stop buying groceries. You order everything through delivery apps, refusing to speak to the drivers. You leave the food outside your door until their footsteps fade down the hallway. You buy your first dedicated server rack at 22 months into the system. You no longer manage individual accounts. You direct clusters of autonomous bots that mimic human behavior perfectly. The rule at this level is automated deniability. You write the scripts, but the bots execute the damage. A political campaign hires you to destabilize an opponent's digital footprint 3 weeks before an election. You do not just spread rumors. You manufacture fake financial receipts and leak them to automated aggregate sites. You watch the mainstream media pick up your fabricated data within 6 hours. You control the trending topics across an entire region. You feel a profound sense of detachment as you watch rioters clash on a live stream, driven by an outrage you programmed from your desk. You tell yourself it is just sociology. If the public is this gullible, someone else would have manipulated them anyway. Your emotional baseline flattens entirely. Joy and anger are just metrics to optimize for maximum engagement. An encrypted invitation arrives via an embedded image file on your server. You are initiated into a private syndicate of 11 operators who control the traffic routing for major alternative media networks. The rule of level 5 is collective complicity. You must share your proprietary code with the group, ensuring that if one person falls, everyone goes down together. Your currency changes from money to pure information. You possess backdoors into private corporate servers, blackmail material on public figures, and direct access to raw data streams from state-level infrastructure. You orchestrate a coordinated short squeeze on a tech stock, wiping out $900 million in retail investor value over a Tuesday afternoon, while your syndicate nets millions on the short positions. You do not celebrate. You look out the window of your high-rise apartment at the city below, feeling absolutely nothing. The people walking on the streets look like low-resolution assets in a simulation. You have not touched another human being in 8 months. Your voice sounds raspy and foreign when you speak aloud to test your microphone. You are appointed as an external compliance architect for an international data broker. You wear a tailored suit to video conferences, but your camera remains turned off. The rule of this level is invisible governance. You write the community guidelines and moderation policies that dictate what 3 billion people are allowed to think, say, and share online. You possess the power to delete an entire digital identity with a single keystroke. When a prominent journalist begins investigating your syndicate's financial ties, you mark their verified accounts as associated with human trafficking vectors. Within 10 minutes, their emails are locked, their banking apps are terminated, and their digital footprint vanishes. You justify this by telling yourself you are maintaining global stability. Without your invisible hand filtering the chaos, the internet would collapse into anarchy. Your innocence is a distant, unrecognizable memory. You view human rights as variables to adjust based on systemic risk assessments. You no longer use commercial software or public networks. You live inside a custom-built, air-gapped operating system that routes your digital presence through satellites. The rule of level 7 is total insulation. You are completely untouchable by local jurisdictions, shielded by layers of shell companies and diplomatic data havens. Your wealth is immeasurable, but it exists purely as cryptographic keys stored on titanium drives. You can collapse a national currency or alter the outcome of a continental trade agreement by manipulating the high-frequency trading algorithms under your control. The internal shift is complete. You experience a total death of empathy. You look at data models predicting mass starvation due to supply chain manipulation you authorized, and your heart rate remains at 60 beats per minute. You are no longer a person. You are a ghost running a global operating system. The room is silent except for the low, rhythmic hum of the cooling fans in the wall. The windows are tinted black, blocking out the sun completely. There are no clocks, no calendars, and no personal belongings. You sit in an ergonomic chair, staring at an array of 6 monitors displaying the continuous, unfiltered data pulse of the world. The rule of the final level is absolute isolation. You have achieved total control, and the prize is complete emptiness. Nobody knows you exist. If you die in this chair, an automated script will transfer your assets to a dead man's switch, wipe your servers, and leave your body to be found by property managers weeks later. You have optimized away every human element of your life. You have no friends, no family, no enemies, and no desires. You are trapped in a cage of your own perfect design, a prisoner of the architecture you built to conquer the world. On the bottom left monitor, a system log shows a fresh connection to your lowest tier data harvesting network. It is 3:14 a.m. somewhere else. A vulnerable user with an $11 bank account clicks an unverified link. They upload their name. They upload their ID. The camera shutter clicks, capturing their tired, hopeful face. You watch the new record populate on your screen. You recognize the exact sequence of the code. The loop begins again, and you realize you can never turn it off.